In this video, we look at the generic roles you will typically find on Agile teams. We begin with the product owner, and on your screen, you see the product owner paired up with the Scrum Master in the kind of diplomatic relationship that exists between the two, and there is the need to clarify the relationship and the kind of distinctions they have on the project. Now, it's very easy to conclude that the product owner is the customer, especially when you are thinking generically or thinking traditional project management. Some people will say the product owner is the owner of the project, is the customer, or what have you. But the product owner is a member of the team. He is a member of the team, but he is a representative of the customer. Now, on Agile projects, we call him the voice of the customer. This is the individual who embodies the vision of the project, because the product owner is actually identified when we are creating the project vision. Now, his job is to ensure that the product features and functions are created exactly as they are expected of the client or of the business. That is his job. So whereas the product owner is there to ensure that the features such as will resonate with the business needs, such as will resonate with the marketplace or with the client or the customer's interests are created, the job of the Scrum Master is to direct the work that creates that. You get the distinction. So the product owner embodies the features and functions of the deliverable, and he interfaces with the client as many times as possible to ensure that he understands the mind and the heartbeat of the client. That is the product owner. So he's a representative of the client. He's an eye for the client, ensuring that the right things are being developed. When the team is done creating the user stories, most often they demonstrate these completed works before the product owner, just to find out if the right things have been done. Then we come to the Scrum Master. Now, the Scrum Master is the project manager in an Agile project. You will typically hear Scrum Master when you are working with the Scrum framework. But he can be called a project manager, the team lead, an Agile coach, or a Scrum Master. And he is the project manager in an Agile environment. What is his job? His job will be to lead and direct the project effort, the work. Okay? But the kind of leadership the Scrum Master embodies in an Agile environment is different from that autocratic leadership you typically find on traditional project management projects. Okay, now here we say that the Scrum Master or the team lead embodies what we call the servant leadership philosophy. That is the kind of leadership philosophy we prefer on Agile projects. He is there to serve the project team. He is there to ensure that they have a convenient environment within which to work, within which to flow. He is there to remove obstacles and impediments out of the way of the project team. Now, on Agile projects, the team is a self-organizing team and they find their own solutions. Okay, the Scrum Master or the team lead or the Agile coach is there to ensure they have this convenient environment to flow. Unlike traditional waterfall where the Scrum Master or the project manager issues instructions and then the team follows, we don't like that kind of autocratic environment here because it doesn't work so well for Agile. So the Scrum Master here is more like a servant leader, ensuring that things are done well. And sometimes the Scrum Master works with the product owner. Now the product owner is there to protect the features and functions and the interest of the client as far as the features and functions are concerned. And the Scrum Master and the product owner sometimes work together to ensure this is done. Okay, but whereas the product owner is in charge of the product, the features and functions, and performs backlog refinement and grooming, and then determines the priorities according to how deliverables are to be created and delivered to the client, the Scrum Master is there to direct the work, ensure work is flowing smoothly, ensure the team has a convenient environment within which to flow. Then we look at the team members. Now, team members on Agile projects, they are self-organizing teams. In other words, they don't wait for instructions from, as it were, a project manager before they get to action. They self-organize, brainstorm within themselves in order to find the best possible solutions to the problem at hand. They are self-organizing. They are also cross-functional teams or cross-functional team members. They represent different industry groups with a wide range of expertise and skills to perform the project work. Now, when it comes to Agile, we typically prefer what we call T-shaped skills over I-shaped skills. T-shaped skilled members are individual team members who command in-depth expertise in one area and have general expertise in other areas, which means that apart from their core area of expertise, they can function in other areas as well. I-shaped team members are team members who only command expertise in one area. Now, the reason we prefer T-shaped skilled members is to avoid what we call single points of failure. Single points of failure is any situation where if one component is absent, the rest of the components fail to work. Okay, so by extension, when we are applying that concept to the human resource, what we mean by single point of failure is that if one team member leaves, it means that the whole work comes to an end. It comes to a standstill, and the team is not able to move forward. That happens when you have only one person who can do something, who is able to perform certain functions. But if you encourage T-shaped team members, then what happens is that for whatever people do, there are other members of the team who could equally function there. And it helps the team move forward in spite of challenges they may encounter, such as ones related to team members leaving the project. So team members may include developers, designers, architects, integrators, testers. I've already told you that Agile projects have been popularized by the software industry. So most of the examples and illustrations are native software illustrations and examples and terminologies. But by extension, you can actually apply the concept of Agile across every industry. Then we come to stakeholders. As I've already mentioned, on Agile projects, other stakeholders on the project, we prefer to have them as part of the project team so that on a regular basis, they can be part of the development process. We can incorporate their minds, we can incorporate their expectations, whatever changes they may have in terms of the requirements, we can receive those changes in real time and feed them into the process. So we have stakeholders like end users as part of the development process. We have business reps, sponsors, investors, support staff. Now, we are not saying that they would always converge at the team area where we work. No, but they are part of the process. Wherever they are, we make them a regular part of the process. When we need to engage them, we engage them. Nothing stops us. We engage them in real time. And as a matter of fact, Agile frameworks have been developed in such a way that it makes those kinds of engagements seamless. It makes it very, very fluid. Okay, so we can have end users, business representatives, sponsors, investors, and support staff all being part of the team. Remember, we are still training for your PMP project management certification. Join us for in-person classes in Ghana, wherever you are in the world, in Africa, Europe, America. you can also join our online sessions. Remember, we have a very strong and effective post-training system to get you to the finish line. Also get in touch if you want to pursue the Professional Scrum Master certification, the Certified Scrum Master, or the Agile Certified Practitioner. Together, we will write that victory song. Thank you very much and see you in the next lesson.